Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel. My name is Lynn and I am your 22-year-old cash stuffer. I cash stuff for a bunch of reasons, but mainly because I love the balance that it gives to save for my future while still living in the present. So if that's something you want to do too, please continue watching. Hi guys, I hope you are well and happy Easter to those who celebrate it. I am filming this on Easter Saturday. But yeah, I do have a few Easter things on as well. So yeah, I hope you guys are doing well. Let's count the money together first. We have 1, 52, 53, 54, 20, 40, 60, 85, 20, 40, 60, 86, 20, 40, 60, 80, 90, 7, 10, 20, 30, 40, 50, 60, 70, 80, 90, 5, 800, 5, 10, 15, and 20. So it's the usual $820. I was so out of breath just now, just trying to count all that money. But yes, let us. There we go. Beautiful fan. Let's pop the money in the tray and let's get started. Alright, money is in the tray. Let's begin by first putting in money for our wallet, our usual $100 that we put in every week for transport, for variable expenses, and anything that I want. I'll pop that to the side. I also have a coffee here that I'm going to be drinking from time to time. Very delicious, made at home iced coffee. Let's begin with our purple binder. And I'm so sorry if I sound a little low today. I am just feeling really tired because, as you do when you catch up with family and friends, it's just how it is. So let's begin. It's going to be the exact same as it's been for the past few weeks, but we're going to have a huge change soon. So I'll talk to you guys about that. But first, let's get into it a little bit. So $40 into my bills envelope. I just took $50 out for my health insurance and my Spotify. So that is that. Perfect. And next up is variable expenses. And this one we are slowly bulking up because we spent a lot on it before on IKEA furniture. So I'm putting 25 in here. We have 50, 70, 90, 110, 130, 150, 5, 65, $75 in variables. And I'm pretty sure we're going to use this money again soon because we want to buy a what's it called? Can't remember the name right now, but we want to buy a vacuum cleaner, but a wet one, if that makes sense. Can't remember. Oh, I've been talking about that for so long in all of my videos, but now I just can't remember. Anyway, car is getting 80 as per usual, and since it's April already, we will have to pay to my parents the payment. So this will be shrinking. This will shrink the next time you see me count this, but we have 100, 200, 350, 450, 500, 20, 40, 60, 80, 90, 600, 10, 25. So 625 in here, and the payment for my parents is $640. So that's that. I pay them $320 because I split with my partner, but I guess it's time for the news. I think we are going to combine our finances soon because there's been a bit of a change in his work, and he's going to go for a commission-based job instead, and his base salary is $2,000, which is not much. We've been making like $8,000, and we've obviously separated our expenses because we're not married yet, and we just started living together, and I just started living out of home, so I'm practicing what it looks like to live alone. But now it's been a year and a bit, and it's come to the point where we're thinking of combining it because there's no way he can live off $2,000. Our rent already in itself is $900, which means that that's basically half his paycheck gone, and it's like $800 for groceries and and groceries, fuel, and whatever else, variable expenses throughout the month. So that's basically he'll be living paycheck to paycheck, which is not good. Obviously he has that commission, so when that commission comes, it's going to be a big bonus every single time, but we don't know how that looks like yet. So we're most likely going to be combining our finances maybe by the next week that I film, which is going to be exciting. But yeah, it's going to be interesting how we're going to do that. It'll be my first time combining my finances with anyone, and it's a little bit scary because, you know, I'm just a girl and I don't know anything, but we'll figure it out as we go. So investments, I just put in 180 as usual. So we have 2,000, 3,000, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 57, 58, 50, 70, 90, 3,000, 4,000, and 10. 20, 30, 50, 60, 70, 80, 90. Gosh, let me count that again. 2,000, 3,000, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Oh, so it's 8. 50, 70, 90, 910, 930, 50, 70, 60, 70, 80, 90. Yep, that makes more sense. $3,990 in investments. And yes, it is very full and with a lot of bills. I will be doing a condensing later this week, so don't forget it. Happy Easter to y'all. It'll be your little Easter present. Next up is vehicle maintenance. Vehicle maintenance is going to be getting its usual as well, which is $30. And more about the splitting. I think the 2,000 that he's going to bring in, we're going to use that only for rent and bills, so like utility bills, and then the rest will be coming from my paycheck. And so effectively we're going to be living off half of his paycheck and half of my paycheck, and then all the commission that he gets, we're going to be using it to fund our savings. I think that's how it's going to work, but I haven't yet done the calculations yet. I know that's not very good, but we'll work it out. I'm sure it's going to be fine. A total of around $6,000 is already enough for both of us to live on, as long as we keep our money tight and not get into lifestyle inflation. So yeah, vehicle maintenance has 5,000, 6,000, 500, 600, 700, 800, 20, 40, 60, 80, 90, 900, 10, 20. So 920 in vehicle maintenance, which is perfect. We are slowly going to inch towards the first 1,000 of this envelope. Let me take a sip of my coffee real quick. Alright, next up is car rego. And car rego will be getting 5 as per usual, though it might not be the case soon, because I am thinking of, instead of him, I'm thinking of restarting all the envelopes. So the amounts that I have in here, for some of them I'm going to totally restart, so that I'm putting in money for the both of us, so it's fair. And the money that I already have in here, let's say right now in car rego we have 5, 6, 7, 8, 55, 65, 75. So we have $855 in here. But we still have, you know, a year ahead of us before we have to pay for car rego. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to restart and save for that. And this money, I'm going to actually put it into my emergency fund. We are going to have a joint emergency fund and separate emergency funds. Always just in case, because, you know, we're not married yet. So you never know what's going to happen. Of course, Of course you don't want anything bad to happen and for us to split or anything like that, but you can never be sure until you're married. So I'm just going to take a precaution and make sure that I have some emergency funds for myself, and I'm not just putting money in for the both of us, because if we were to have some issues, then it's going to be toughy then. So I'm just preparing for any opportunity. And if that, doesn't pan out, and I mean, if it does pan out and, we get married and all that, which obviously is the plan, then we can use that money for a different matter, like bulking our emergency funds, or starting to use that money towards our wedding or for our baby or anything like that. So yeah, of course, money can just be shuffled around as per usual, so I'm not too worried about the fact that I'm gonna restart. So hope that makes sense. Yeah, car insurance is getting $30 as usual as well. And most of them, I think I'm just going to double the amount. So for example, now I'm putting in $30 for car insurance. Next time I'm going to be putting $60, and that'll account for the both of us. I think that'll work. But yeah, we'll see. He does not track his money at all, so we're kind of going in the dark, but I'm just basing it off how much I've been paying, because we split most our bills, number one, and number two, we don't really spend too much on lifestyle things. Although now that he has more time and he's not working like crazy 60-hour weeks, he does want to spend more time at the gym and rock climbing and doing more active things, which of course costs money, but it's a good change, and it's something worth it to invest in. So car insurance now has 5, 6, 7, 50, 70, 90, 810, 830, 850, 60, 70, 80, 95. So almost $900. That is a very close call. Can't wait for the next week. It's a shame. Hey, I could have probably condensed it if it was the correct amount. But anyway, next up is hosting, and hosting is been getting a 10 as per usual. No hosts. Haven't hosted anything yet, so we have 20, 30, 40, 50, 60, just slowly building it up for when the time does come. Maybe I'll host in April, but maybe I won't. We will see, because it is my birthday month and I do like having people over. Next up is physical therapy, and it will be getting a 10 as well. I do want to put more money into here because I've been going a lot, and every time I do like 45, 85, 40, but the amount I put in is only 10, so obviously it's gonna shrink, and it is shrinking, so I need to start putting more money in here. Anyway, we have 50, 1, 10, 25. 125 in physical therapy. I just went to my osteo like yesterday, Good Friday. He doesn't celebrate Easter, so I went after church, and it was beautiful. My neck has been feeling tight because during dance class, my basics dance class, the instructor made us whip our heads for 20 minutes straight because someone asked her, "How do you whip your hair?" And so we were whipping hair for 20 minutes straight, and I have neck issues, so obviously that was not good for my neck. But it's okay, at least now I know how to whip my hair. Okay, so we have $25 for my babies, which are my 2 cats. We have 20, 40, 60, 85, $90 for my baby. I want to say baby girl, but now I have a baby boy too, so just my babies. Next, the final envelope in here is gifts, and we're just putting in 10 as usual. No gifts anytime soon. We have 1, 50, 70, 90, 200, 10, 20, 35. $235 in gifts. Perfect, and let us move on now to the white binder. Oh, it is so full. I need to condense badly. Alright, let's go. This flower is kind of in my way. That's a bit better. Alright. This envelope is really small, but that's okay because we are going to be shuffling things around a little bit. I wonder if you want to see that. Please let me know in the comments, and I will try to make a video about how we have decided to split across. So holidays is getting 35 as usual, which will be a, let's see, okay, we'll do half of a 50, which is 25, and then half and then this whole 10, which is 35. Okay, I really need to clean this up. Need to go buy some nail polish remover. I only have 100% acetone, and that literally melted my envelopes, which is not very great. So yeah, 35. So we have 20, 30, and 5. Perfect. And this is another envelope that needs badly condensing. So 2,500, 6, 7, 8, 9, 20, 40, 60, 80, 3,000, 10, 20, 30, 40, 50, 60, 75. So $3,075 in holidays, which is perfect. And for this one, I don't think I'll put it towards my emergency fund. I think I am just going to leave it as it is and just start saving for his holidays, because this is pretty much done, almost. As soon as I finish the extra 1,000, I am done with this challenge for myself. So yeah, I'm going to be hopefully going on holiday soon. Please pray. Next is house deposit, and it always gets a 20. I think I'll put in a 40 when we do, or maybe a 50, I don't know. We'll see how it goes. We have 30,000, 34,500, 50, 70, 90, 610, 630, 650, 670 in the house deposit, which is great. And again, house is not part of our future at the moment. I think it's just too unrealistic, but hey, you never know in the future. At the moment, it's just paying off our, firstly, surviving, making sure that we know what we're doing with our money. Secondly, investing into our future. Yeah, so emergency fund and sinking funds and all that, and then investing into our future, putting money extra for super and all that, and then it'll be house deposit. That is the plan. Next up, we have school fees. It always gets $35 every week. So we have 20, 10, and a 5. And of course, I've already made my minimum contribution, but just extra so we can reduce the interest on it. So we have 3,500, 6, 7, 8, 50, 70, 90, and what? Let me try again. 3,500, 6, 7, 8, 50, 70, 90, 9, 10, 9, 30, 9, 50, 60, 70, 80, 90, 4,000. 5, 10, 15, 20, 25. Nice. So $4,025 in my school fees. That's perfect. 4,000 is a nice number to pop my money in. 5,000 was my goal, but as I said, I've changed it, but I don't know, maybe I'll reach it. You never know. Next up is emergency fund, which again, as I said, is my top priority at the moment. So I'm going to be putting in, oh, I don't think I have space anymore. Okay, I'll just cross out these 2 5s. And I usually put in 50, so that's obviously not 10, but yeah. Put in a 50, we have 3,000. 1, 2, 3, 4, 55, 56, 20. So $3,620 in here, which is perfect. And the goal for 6 months will be 4,000, and the goal for 3 months is 6,000. 6 months, 3 months is 4,000. 6 months is 8,000. So I've basically reached one person worth of 3 months. So we're gonna put $8,000, which will be 2 persons worth of 3 months, if that makes sense. Goodness gracious, like, why am I stuttering like crazy? Okay, so $65 will go into, $65 will go into movement. I'm kind of starting to rush now because I'm scared my phone is gonna have no, what's it called? No storage left. Anyway, furniture will get 20, so we have 20, 40, 60, 80, 1. And again, I think we might be using this soon because of that thing, that wash thing that I can't remember goddamn what it's called. Finally, we are going to do our savings challenges, and as usual we are pretty sparse on it, but that will change soon once I combine finances with him. I'm really excited to play around actually. It's kind of scary but also exciting, you know, if you know what I mean. So eating out is always getting a 10. So put a 10 in there. Now we have 1, 2, 20, 40. Oh, 1, 2, 20, 30, 40, 50, 60, 75. So 175 in eating out, and this should save me in total $300 that I can use for something else. And then we are skipping to my birthday, which is coming up literally next week. So I need to make sure that I have that money to go. We have 50, 70, 90, 110, 130, 150, 70, 90, 210, 30, 55. So 255 in here. My goal was 300, but this is okay, especially since I still have my $100 to play with as well for the week. So that's perfect for my birthday, and that is all for today. Thank you guys so much for watching. I hope you're excited as I am to see how I'm going to start allocating my money now that we are a joint couple. And yeah, I'll see you guys in my next video. Let me know what you guys want to see in the process of how I allocate funds for the both of us or anything like that. Yeah, thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you guys in the next video. Bye!